Don't forget to check out the Twitch live stream every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific. Twitch.tv/X underscore UtterChaos underscore X. Now on to your featured video.
Welcome to the Week in Review. I'm your host, Ace McTavish. And a bit of a short week last week. And we'll get things started off in my player. If you remember, Ben Nelson picked up an injury early in that Bulgaria match last episode. Expected to miss 4 weeks early in this 2019-20 season. 7 fixtures in total with the Champions League group stage and the League Cup getting started up. First up on the miss list was that European qualifier, the last European qualifier versus the Czech Republic. The group already decided, but the Czechs looking to go out on a high note. And it would be first half goals from Yanktu and Cerny, followed by an 81st goal from Vidra. And the Scots could find nothing, dropping the match 3-0. Next up was a league match versus Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. The Blues would be the dominant side. Korea nets one 6 minutes into play, and Leroy Sané misses a penalty that would have leveled it. Eden Hazard finishes off, doubling the lead in the 74th minute. 2-0 Chelsea victory. Match day 1 of the Champions League group stage was a trip north to face Celtic. The boys missed a penalty 7 minutes in as Fekir gave City a lead shortly thereafter. And it looked as though all 3 points would be taken, but the other Moussa Dembele evens it out in the 68th minute. And Otamendi picking up a straight red card. He'll have to sit out the next match. 1-1 and a point on the road is all we get. A couple days later, we return home to face Stoke City in league action, a rare home fixture during this, I guess we'll say, injury recovery period. An hour would pass before the score would change, and it would be Andrew Moy netting his first of the season and only the second league goal for the squad through 5 matches. And that would hold. It ends 1-0, and that's 3 points for the cause. A trip to East London to face West Ham United to start a run at the League Cup. And Sergio Aguero doesn't wait long to open his account, bagging 1 5 minutes in, but Inter Valencia gets a swift reply to make things 1-1. West Ham go down a man early in the second, and Leroy Sané amends for that missed penalty earlier in the episode by making it 2-1 at the hour mark. That score would hold, and it's 2-1 advancing on to the next round. We would miss another Manchester derby. This trip to Old Trafford is match day 6 in the league. The Red Devils would destroy us as they did last season in the Champions League quarters. Thomas Müller in the 9th minute, followed by 2 in the second half from Darmian and Pogba. It finishes 3-0 as we start off the season 2-2 with only 2 goals scored. And the final match I'd miss would be in the second Champions League group stage match. Stade Rennais trekking to the Etihad. An inspired side took a 2-0 lead into halftime. Goals from Peniranda and Sergio Aguero. An hour in, Aguero would add a second, putting the game out of reach. A 3-0 victory this time. Aguero is looking to match last season's Champions League performance. And finally, ready to return to action just in time to face Liverpool at home. Man City, the worst offensive team through 6 games, only the 2 goals scored. And we do our part to jumpstart the offense. Minutes from the half, holding the ball up in the box, waiting for Sergio Aguero to make his way, and he buries one past Karius at the near post. Nabil Fekir would make the most of his 15-minute substitute appearance taking the pass from Moy and sliding another past Karius at the near post. 2-0 is the final, as I pick up 1 and nearly 2 assists in my return. Having not been selected for a couple international friendlies, we pick back up, taking on Leicester City at the King Power Stadium, fighting our way back up the table from the early season swoon. It would take an hour before the action to get started. Nelson with a nifty move to cut inside, and the patience to wait for the run of Fabian Delph, who just gets enough power. Kasper Schmeichel can't stop it completely. It's 1-0. Home side unable to find an equalizer makes that 2 wins in a row, and Nelson really finding his form, setting up 2 goals upon his return. But that is going to end all of the My Player portion. Let's go take a look, see what's happened in Career Manager. Well, it'd be the final week of the January transfer window, and Bolton looking to gain more points after the win at home versus Southampton. A trip to White Hart Lane to face off versus Tottenham. It was 1-1 earlier in the season, and of course we knocked them out of the League Cup too. Currently sitting mid-table, 5 points back of Spurs, and it would be a couple missed opportunities between the two sides in the first half. Spurs would open the scoring 59 minutes in. Eriksson shakes Pinamonte, and a little looping ball to Wanyama with a nice first-time ball. Price can't react quick enough, and that would be 1-0. The goal is actually awarded as an own goal to Cameron Carter-Vickers. Not sure exactly where it touched him in there. And Dele Alli would come on midway through the second half, scoring not once, but twice in the final 10 minutes, and the defense parting like the Red Sea on the second goal. Absolutely one-sided affair. Bolton only mustering 2 shots, and none of those on target. The second leg of the EFL Cup semi-final match. It's a trip to the Britannia to face Stoke City. The winner looks like they'll face Manchester United in the final, as they're already up 4-0 on Ipswich Town. Stoke would strike first. Shaqiri on the wing sends a ball to Young in the box. Nobody around, and he puts it to the far side, netting. 16 minutes in, it's 1-0. Bolton would get one back at the start of the second half. A little give and go with Lewis, and Zahid rips one that Jack Butland gets a piece of, but it's way too powerful. 1-1, still plenty of time to play. Zahid would end up finding the winner in the 83rd minute. News signing Timothy Fosu-Mensah with a world-class through ball, releasing the winger, and he has the pace and tucks that one away. 2-1 the final, and a chance at some hardware upcoming. But we'll finish off the episode with transfer deadline day wrap-up. And it's not a busy buying period for Bolton, but some quality coming in. Fosu-Mensah, and now with the club, Kovalenko and Mauro Icardi will be joining at season's end. Some of the other big moves include Divock Origi moving from Liverpool to Spurs for 81 million. Spurs sending Bakambu to Man City, who also pick up Mark Bartra while sending Aurier off to Borussia Dortmund. United add Thiago Alcantara, but let De Gea leave on a free to Spurs at the end of the season. But that's going to wrap up today's episode. Well, not just today's, but this week's episode of the Week in Review. I've been Ace McTavish, and we'll see you next week.